Hello everyone and welcome to a sort of news segment. I know, I've never done anything like this before, but I thought there's been loads of stuff going on about Pokemon Go, and it hasn't been released in the UK yet. I'm going to be doing a Pokemon Go sort of news top 5 craziest things in Pokemon Go. Now, just a little backstory. Pokemon Go actually started out as an April Fool's joke for Google Maps, whereby you would search the entire world trying to collect, I think, all 151 Pokemon, or it might have been maybe a little bit more. I'm not too sure. I didn't actually participate. I know! It sucks. I completely missed it. And now it has absolutely blown up. Pokemon Go, in the first week, well, the first day of its launch, jumped Nintendo shares by 24.5% and another 10% the day after. That's a whopping £6 billion sterling, if you're in the UK, of their entire market value, which is the highest jump they have ever seen since 1983. And if that doesn't put it into perspective, I don't really know what does. So in the UK, right now, as of uploading this video, Pokemon Go hasn't been released. There are ways to get it. You can, of course, get it via the Apple Store or the App Store by creating a New Zealand or Australian account. But that's an easy way to do. You can just set up an email, set your location. It takes 2 seconds. It really does. And you can have, no matter where you are, your own Pokemon Go. There has been a lot of people actually downloading an APK file for Android users. And it was literally like not even 24 hours after the initial release of Pokemon Go, viruses were put into a fake Pokemon Go APK file, and people were downloading it and then having their phones hacked. And this should have been part of the list, but it's not, so let's jump in at number 5. Unlistedly, possibly one of the biggest growing YouTube Pokemon channels of the time, has seen a soar in his views and subscribers due to Pokemon Go. He's an incredibly passionate guy. I would really suggest checking him out. You can tell he loves what he does, hence the reason why he's incredibly popular right now.
So hot right now.
But he was recently shown on the news of, I think it was Sunrise on 7, one of Australia's biggest morning shows. Actually on the news, on TV, which is crazy.
So hot right now.
Albeit the title was Pokemon Go is dangerous, and the whole thing was about Pokemon Go being bad. He also set the trend for how every YouTuber, I'm pretty sure, is recording their own Pokemon Go videos. He was one of the first people to get a early advanced sort of download of Pokemon Go and uploaded his Let's Play, part 1, weeks, or possibly weeks, I think it was, before the app was ever released, allowing him to get a jump start on the entire bandwagon. Next, we are starting to go down the dark and dangerous road of mobile games and everything else. Now, when it comes to YouTubers, and, well, YouTube in general, people like to get a bit crazy close to their favorite number 1 YouTubers. This has happened in the past with people coming all the way to Ireland from Dubai just to track down Jacksepticeye when he tweeted out this, and that's incredibly scary. But lots of YouTubers have sort of blanked out their locations, and if they pass by any signs, the clever ones have, because they don't want that to happen to them. But this story is about armed robbers. A similar sort of situation, I'll get to in a second. They have been using the Pokemon Go app to lure victims to an isolated trap in Missouri. Yeah. Luckily, these fellows were charged with first-degree robbery and a felony, and had a bond set at $100,000 cash. I'm not too familiar with the law lingo, but apparently that sounds like a lot. But they were sending out Pokemon beacons to lure more people to their location. I haven't actually played it, but apparently a beacon lets other Pokemon users, Pokemon Go app users, know exactly where you are, or at least show a location of other people who are also using the app. So these guys were waiting in this, well, not abandoned, but parking lot, and checking their app, scanning where people would be, and then robbing them at gunpoint for their Apple phones or Android phones, or basically whatever they had. In other words, they knew whoever had this app had an expensive phone, and they could make a quick getaway. And this is incredibly scary stuff, and I just want to send out a little message to everybody out there. You probably already know this, but you should be careful when using this app, especially when driving. There seems to be a lot of people driving bad. Moving on to our next story at number 3. A woman discovers a dead body while searching for a Pokestop. Yep, that's right. She just wanted Pokeballs and potions and incense, and ended up getting a lot more than what she bargained for. She states, I was walking towards a bridge along the shore when I saw something in the water. I had to take a second look, and I realized it was a body. I think this is sort of the last thing you expect when, playing Pokemon. But when you merge real life and Pokemon, I guess you're gonna get a bit of scariness. Now, apparently the body shows no signs of foul play, and cause of death seems to point towards drowning, which is good, and thankfully he wasn't murdered by the armed robbers for his phone. At number 2, again, another dark sort of route we're going. Guy witnesses a murder while playing Pokemon Go. He was streaming, apparently Alex Rami was streaming Pokemon Go to YouTube Gaming when he witnessed a murder. He saw this.
90, what the f***? Oh my god. Oh my god, holy shit. Oh god, this guy just killed his oh shit, holy shit. This guy just killed it. Oh my god, I just witnessed a murder. I just witnessed a murder. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Now, following this, the next day he woke up and found that he had been taken off the Uber app. Lots of people who had watched his stream or on Twitch, no, not Twitch, YouTube Gaming, had then got in touch with Uber and had told them what he was doing, this being streaming Pokemon Go and also driving, which, you really shouldn't be doing driving at all. And I think he was kind of upset, and you have to admit that this was his only source of income for his family, and he was absolutely distraught hearing the news. But there was a GoFundMe started, and he got over 10,000 subs, and I'm pretty sure he hit his goal, or the goal that was set up for him. So the story's still developing. We don't know what exactly happened. All we know is that the driver apparently chased him to somewhere, or was following him in a van, and he phoned the police. But you might be thinking, hey, this could be all a hoax. And in fact, there has been plenty of articles on the internet suggesting this. In fact, somebody even phoned up the police department in that area asking about this whole Pokemon Go situation and the murder. And the police station even said that they think it's a hoax. So at the moment, we really don't know whether it was a hoax or it was real. It seems kind of strange for him to do this, to lie. I mean, you could get views and what have you, but it seems like a bit too far to go for something like this. And not only that, but something even worse has happened from this situation. I mean, you can't really get much worse, but there is a fake Patreon set up out there under his name. Now, nowhere on his YouTube page or social medias and what have you has he mentioned that he has a Patreon. But I just did a quick Google and I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a GoFundMe. So I checked it and I couldn't actually find the link because now it has been taken down because it's successful. And unlike Kickstarter, when the thing's fully funded, it disappears. Or at least that's what I'm guessing because I don't really use it and I couldn't find it from the original link. However, there is also a Patreon there that has raised around $300 and it all it says is, this will help me continue streaming Pokemon Go, and there is one post that says hi. Not the most legit, and also there is a comment that says exposed to there. So hopefully he can put this whole Pokemon Go, Uber, YouTube Gaming situation behind him and move on with his life. And at number 1, how about we end this on a bit more of a light-hearted note? Now, there has been lots of Pokemon Go pictures, hilarious ones, but the one that I'm going to feature at the number 1 spot is this guy. So literally after 24 hours of the app being released, a husband decided to get out his phone while his wife was in labor, and would you behold, a Pidgey showed up. So he decided to screenshot it and send it to BuzzFeed. Thankfully, his wife was very accepting of the entire situation, and on that Thursday morning, their third daughter was born. And the question that you're all wanting to ask is whether he actually caught that Pidgey. Yes, he did catch that Pidgey. In fact, he even joked about calling the baby Pidgey. And that about wraps it up for Pokemon Go. I think it has just been now a week, or just little over a week of the app going live, and we have had all of this news. Even an Australian police department, which is a Pokestop, has put out a warning saying that people should not go inside and catch a Pokemon. There has been plenty, I'm sure, of near misses on the road of people trying to catch Pokemon. And if this is all the news that's happened in the first week, God knows what's going to happen in the weeks to come. And maybe we might get a part 2 of this. Hopefully there will be less people getting murdered and dying. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.